So what you'll see here is a shrunken down screen that's mobile friendly. I'm going to expand it out to a desktop view so you can see what that looks like. A little bit different. What we're looking at here is what a vendor sees, or a Latchel source service provider, when they click any of the links Latchel sends them in our automated text messages. Now keep in mind, these automated SMS messages go out when we need action. So in this case, we need the vendor to choose a time slot to set the appointment. So when they go to that link, they immediately see the two options: set a new work appointment or show me the job details. So let's say they click show me the job details. They can see everything here. This is just a test, a lot of fake data, but they can either set a new work appointment, and if they do that, they see all the available time slots the tenant has given. They can click one of them, move forward. If they've scheduled a different time outside of our system, they can click I spoke to the resident, agreed on a different time, and then they can input the new time and go back. They can also say none of these times work, which would basically trigger a text back to the tenant to get more availability. I'm going to cancel this. At any time when a preferred vendor goes to their dashboard here, they can take many other actions on a work order. And this is new functionality. So if they didn't want to set a new appointment, they can click to see more options. Again, I'm going to shrink this down. All of this is mobile friendly. In fact, it even works better on mobile devices. We built it to be used on smartphones, out in the field, out while doing work, so that your preferred vendor or the Latchel source service provider can do a lot of different things here. Again, they can set that new work appointment. If they're coming to this, maybe after the fact that they've completed the job, maybe something happened outside of our system, they could mark the job as complete. If they need to update that job progress, let us know that they did some work, let us know that they haven't done any work, they can do that here. And when they say, I did some work, they can choose a few different options. It's a multi-day job, they need to order parts, whatever the case may be. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this, though. Let's go ahead and re-expand this back out. Oops. Let's say you or an owner denies a budget or estimate because something was going to go over budget. The preferred vendor can tell us that here. They can also add any invoices, images, files, anything like that. One of the most important things, I think, for your preferred vendors is if they need help from the Latchel team, they can just click I need help. If it's time sensitive, we'll give them the number to call that goes right to our emergency team. This is great if they're working on an emergency work order and it's time sensitive, or they need an on-site budget approval or anything like that. I'm gonna go back here. If it's not time sensitive, they can let us know what's up. This will get logged onto that work order, and then our team will do anything that needs to be done. Let's go all the way back. Let's just go ahead and set that new work appointment, submit that. Cool. So that's all updated. We can see that it's sitting in a waiting work date. We can see when that work date is. It's on Monday, September 9th, 8 a.m. to noon. Now, your preferred vendors or any Latchel source service provider can also see all their jobs by clicking My Jobs in the top right. You can see any jobs they've done already that are completed, any in progress. We can see that one that we just had is in a waiting work date. If any are scheduled today, those appear in this column. But I also see that I have two other jobs that I need that require my action. So this view, doesn't require any logins. It's fantastic for your preferred vendors that don't want to have to log into things. They can just click any of the texts we send them, go to this page, click My Jobs, and they see their full dashboard. Again, this is totally mobile friendly. My screen's a little bloated here, but this is what it looks like on mobile. Expand this back out. They can click the button to take that action, for example, adding the invoice, setting a new work date, or they can just click the card, hop back in, hop back out. They can click in anything that doesn't require action, anything that's even in progress, and provide us updates on the fly. So in this case, let's say they need to be removed from the job. They had already set a work date, but it's not going to work out anymore. They went on vacation. They never told anybody. They remove themselves. our team gets notified, this job moves back into finding vendor, which you'll see over here. This is that same job. We now are in finding vendor, and our team would go ahead and take action to assign someone new to this. We get the log showing that they removed themselves September 8th at 9:37 p.m. I'm working late, I know, but great system that allows your preferred vendors to have flexibility outside of what a happy path might be. Everything they do, though, gets logged onto that work order, so you have a record of it. You'll know when your vendors are removing themselves from jobs. You'll know when your vendors need to reschedule things. You'll even know if your vendors are flaking on things, and then you can make sometimes hard decisions to find new handymen or new plumbers. Point is, this gives full visibility, full transparency to you, and allows your vendors to do everything they need to do without being restricted by Latchel's system.